So one of the things we do is we very clearly communicate ahead of time what the different spirits that we're going to be tasting are, and even putting, the specific brand names down. So you are able to get, whether it's like a Knob Creek bourbon, or if we're, tasting a blended Scotch, a Johnny Walker Black. So they're able to find those specific ones that are going to be internationally available everywhere. Now, if you can't find them, this is a matter of, especially you're going to want to find something very similar in nature. So let's say if we're just trying the Knob Creek 8-year-old, it's on the shelf everywhere, but you're tasting like a Knob Creek 18-year-old, there's going to be a difference in that. But at the same time, when you're working through a tasting note, there's certain things that, you would expect to be able to find similarity wise, but then your conclusion is going to be different. While you might call that Knob Creek 8-year-old and very good quality, but that 18-year-old is generally going to probably fall in that outstanding quality, in helping them be able to balance and figure out what to extract to help them be able to write a tasting note that would reflect what's going on within that glass. But by clearly stating up front what the different spirits are that we're going to be tasting in webinars will help students be able to find them, and then really working with them and giving them, the guidance in the webinars to help hone those tasting notes so they are able to pass and achieve that pass, and they're not frustrated through the entire process.
No, that's great. And so they're not left alone, right, to flounder. You're their, set instructor and can help them if there is any difficulty in locating the spirits. That's great.
I would add to that as well, in case anybody at this point is terrified that they have to taste spirits blind and they have no idea what an Aomori tastes like, or a Pisco tastes like, or a South African brandy tastes like. When it comes to the tasting exam, it's a relatively narrow set of spirits that are examinable. So it is very much what we're trying to do with that spirits exam, again, is measure that skills acquisition. We don't need to know that you can tell a grappa from a Pisco. We need to see that you can follow an approach and come up with some conclusions based on following that approach. And that's more important. So for exam purposes, as Liz said, kind of globally accessible spirits, and the focus there is, can you tell the difference qualitatively between them and why they're different? During the course itself, obviously, if you can taste all of the other things that we talk about from the theoretical point of view, that will help make some of those links for you, but those wouldn't be examinable in the tasting exam.